time to waste. We must join our brethren in battle.
Hey there, StarCraft fans. It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today on Benzene, it's going to be Ruin versus a Larva, an incredible weird map and a good match sent to me by RJB. Top right, it's going to be our red Protoss player. It is Ruin. And in the bottom left, it is a Larva. Man, we love Larva. He's a lot of fun to watch here. How is Ruin going to slow him down? Maybe with Reavers, maybe a Reaver drop. Maybe opening with a Reaver drop. Usually it's PvT where we see that, but I think that's a good idea on this map because look how big this main base is. There's so much room for activities here with Reaver drops, right? Yeah, like right here and dropping it here and then coming down and bam, your drones are dead. So we expand down the right side on Benzene, which is why I called it a weird map. And other than that, there are not very many places to expand here, but it is a two-player map, so that is a feature of two-player maps. So we got ourselves a probe moving out here, and there we go. It's going to be a pool first play here, a 9 pool here from Larva, because it is a two-player map. And Hatch firsting on a two-player map against Protoss is basically an auto loss to a cannon rush or maybe a proxy 2 game. So 9 pool it is here from Larva. The probe says, yes, the pool is already coming up. So you haven't expanded yet. And we're going to go ahead and worker fight here while Ruin tries to block the natural expansion of Larva. And are we going to go Nexus first here against a 9 pool Ruin? Oh, we are. Okay. Man, so Lings are already on the way here. Yeah, so it's going to be a forge and a cannon as soon as the forge is done here. And expanding because the probe let you, Larva. So Nexus first against a 9 pool is... Wow. So Ruin here is ahead. But can these Lings pull it back? Forge done. Cannon here. And a gateway as soon as we have the minerals here. And an early third. Blind. Here from Larva. All right. Yeah, pulling the probes. Gateway there to help wall off. And there we go. Pulling the wounded probes back. Nope. Zap, 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 zap. And... no! Sniped from long distance with that cannon. So no Lings inside the main base for you, Larva. Look at this. Look at this range from this cannon, man. That is tank range. Yo. So, third base. Coming up. Before he knew, it was a Nexus first opening here. Larva, nice game sense. Excellent game sense. Wow. Alright, so what's the follow-up going to be here? That's going to be a lair. First 100 gas going to lair. We're not going to go ahead and get that metabolic boost. This is a recent replay. So yeah, I mean, that's a hard demarcation mark there, right? Between the older replays where it was, yeah, you got metabolic boost because speedlings are good. But then Zerg players were like, yeah, but lair tech is better than speedlings. Like, Protoss are so good at dealing with Ling floods at this point, it just doesn't make any sense to do it. So unless that's exactly, like, you want a Ling flood, then you get lair first. It just doesn't make sense. Like, defensively, slow Lings are going to do just fine against Zealots. Having speed is nice. But if some Zealots show up here, having slow Lings is not like a deal breaker. So you go 100 gas first to the lair, second 100 gas to the spawning pool. And guess what? It's a Stargate here from Ruin. So yeah, I hope you guys are all doing fantastic. If you missed the Sunday stream yesterday, you should check it out. The VOD's available. Here on the channel, we had some pro replays in there. We had amateur replays in there of all levels. We had fastest map. We had use map settings maps like Phantom Mode. We had a free-for-all. which was a ton of fun too. Man, the one 2 weeks ago, it ended with a giant Mutaball versus a carrier fleet for the final confrontation in an 8-player free-for-all after everybody else was dead. That's just not stuff you see, right? It's just, I'm not going to tell you who won it, but man, it was a very, very weird free-for-all from subscribers of mine, and that's what makes it a lot of fun. So what did I say about Zealots showing up and having slow lings? I said you're fine, but guess what? Speed is done. So, I mean, this guy shows up. Look at him denying all of the mining at this third base just with his presence. What an absolute Chad this Zealot is. This is Robert the Zealot. He just shows up. He 100 absolutely kills the Zergling, stops all mining at the third base for like 10 seconds, and then gets out of there. Refuses to explain. Are these lings gonna... Yes. Dude, why? This is stacked, right? This is stacked power generator, Larva. If you kill this, another one's gonna pop up. You can't see this. If he clicks on it, he can see that it's getting hurt, but I don't think he's clicking on it. Maybe he is. Oh my gosh, he saw. See, look, another one popped up here. What the heck? All right, these are +1 Corsairs. Spire pops, Scourge on the way. This Overlord is probably going to die, but losing an Overlord in this day and age is not that big of a deal. How many stacked power generators are there? Because there goes 2. I think it's like 8. Like, I don't even know. Why are you even trying this? Yeah, there's your 1 kill, Corsair Chan. And then, now the Scourge are out. Corsair's got to get out of there. This cannon. There you go. Get some high ground vision from the pylon, and the lings have to get out. Like, we've definitely seen... Another Overlord just died. I heard it. Zealots into the third base, though. That's a little bit more important. And then deny all the mining here, too. So Larva is in a world of hurt here, folks. His third base is not really happening right now. Drones are dying. I don't know why he just sacked a bunch of lings to try for absolutely no reason at all. Can this Zealot take down this Sunken? The answer is no with 12 hit points on that thing, but it was very close to dead. One more hit from that Zealot would have killed it. Creep Colony coming up with a natural base 2. Third base is back to work. Larva is using lings to try to stay alive here. Using Scourge to try to deal with the Corsairs. And I think that's probably a canceled cannon. He decided he didn't need that one. This low ground was going to do just fine. It's like we've definitely seen Zerg players walk some lurkers up here and bam, 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 take the power generators out with one fell swoop because the splash is killing all of the stacked generators. And then you can get up here and harass this mineral line. But sending lings to do it, I just don't understand. Remember when I was like, Protoss is really good at ling floods? This is a lot of Zerglings that Larva's running with right now. And, ooh, it is DT. Okay, so here's the plan. Use DTs to deal with these Zerglings. There's nothing that can shoot up to deal with all of the Corsairs. I guess, I don't know. This Scourge count is fairly hefty. We'll give him... There you go. Free Scourge kills on those cannons. Yeah, I don't know. This thing is really just going to come down to, can these Scourge get connections or not? Can they not get connections, you know? Okay, Zealots running into this third base. And okay, 2 Sunkens go ka-chunk, and there's a handful of lings, and the Zealots are like, meh. Meh, meh, meh. It is a lot. Oh my gosh, it's a lot of Scourge. And now we're into Mutas. Okay. So the play is here to rely on the Scourge to wipe out the +1 Corsairs, and then the Mutas can be awesome. So we'll see if Larva pulls this off here. We are seeing a lot of Muta in modern-day PvZ. Like, way more than you would ever see in older PvZs. There you go. Corsairs handling themselves. More Corsairs on the way. +1 attack is complete. All is well. Hydroden done, because, like, at some point... Your backup plan here for killing these Corsairs has got to be Hydras. You can't just be like, well, I hope that my Scourge can get some really, really incredible hits off against an elite Protoss player. Oh, gosh. Here we go. Here's a trap. The Mutas were a trap. Angle good. We're going to connect on 1. There we go. 1 Corsair goes down. Archon gets a hit off. Oh, boy. We're going back in? And absolutely no more Corsairs die. Okay, so we've still got the 7. And this Archon's defending this third base. Ably, Zealots, DTs in the mix here. I love Ruins opening here. DTs, High Templar, Archons, third bases. I mean, it's a mineral-only base here on Benzene, but that's not the last thing in the worst thing in the world or the last thing in the world. Macro hatch from Larva, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so this is where mutas come in and try to harass the main base. They're going after cannons, and then if this course, oh, it's a trap! Okay, how did that not do better for these Scourge? My gosh. Oh, there are so many Scourge, though. Every time Ruin thinks that all of the Scourge are gone, there's like another 10 of them. This is kind of nuts. This is a huge investment. Now the Arc, he's trying to kill the Archon, but not with Corsair support there, not at all. Okay, falling back now. Some probes died. It's still 48 probes to 43 drones. That's okay, I think. Ruin is fine with that number. But yeah, cannons at the third base. Let's see if we have any indication that Larva's going to go for Hive Tech here. He's making more Scourge. He is into Hydras. He's working on a missile attack upgrade for those Hydralisks. Because he's like, if you don't have Psionic Storm yet, and I'm pretty sure you don't. Look, we're back at the 7 Corsairs here. I'm pretty sure you don't, because you would have tossed down a Storm at my Mutas or Scourge if there had been one. So maybe you're not. If you're not making Storm, Hydras are going to be incredible. So he's going to go ahead and tech into Hydras here. I'm still waiting for a Psionic Storm to be researched. It has to be, though. Like, we're keeping this High Templar here for the reasons that Storm is already done, and we're letting him regain energy. I didn't see it come through on the production tab, but it's got to be done. There's no way Storm is not done. If you go Templar Archives that fast, yeah, I mean, Cadaran Amulet's on the way. Okay, fine. So Storm is done, but I'm wondering if Ruin... Yeah, I mean, Ruin's going to have that Storm here. I wonder if Larva's wondering maybe if Storm's done too, but he shouldn't be. And there you go. Bam. That's a beautiful pullback on those Scourge. Don't take hits from those Archons at all. This is a crazy game, man. DT gets like 1-2 swipes off and dies. Okay, yeah. 2 swipes off dies, kills nothing. Overlord speed is not quite done yet, but it is very close to being complete, and Hydras are being produced 10 at a time. So here we go. We're going to try to deal with this speed lot, +1/+1 Archon army. Once again, this dance has been pretty good. Oh, never mind. I think Ruin... Oh, but free Scourge are free. I think Ruin thought the Scourge were going to flee there. And then not falling back to the cannons. I mean, falling back to the cannons, not falling into the cannons here due to Larva. His Scourge control has been pretty fantastic, getting a 4th base up this left side. And now we're going to fight over these ones, right? 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock. 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock. Okay, 1 connection on like 5 Scourge there. Still 7 Corsairs. 7 seems to be the magic number here for these Corsairs. They got +1. There are 7 of them. No more are being produced in that production tab. So it's going to be Zealot, early Archon, direct response to the Mutas. I have to guess that's what that is. And the Mutas are like, we don't want to... Ow, okay, well, now we got to split and run because, yo, running while all stacked up is bad. Then Larva says, ooh, Archons, juicy, juicy. Bam, kills one of them immediately. Other Archon fleeing. There aren't quite enough Zealots to do this, man. This is a lot of +1 Hydras. Where is the Storm, says Ruin. I need it. I need the Storm so bad. High Templar. High Templar. High Templar Archon. There's 1 High Templar coming down here. Ruin, what is going on? How do you not have more than 1 High Templar? But he's got a couple Storms. That's 1. Kills 5 Hydras by himself. And all the Hydras have to flee because of the threat of Storm. Hey, look, 2 High Templar. Okay. Okay. There are 2 High Templar, but they're slow. So Larva takes advantage of the speed of the Hydras, comes over to attack the 3rd base, where there is actually a High Templar here too. And he's kind of stuck, and he doesn't have enough energy for a Storm, so he's hiding. And waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and not getting sniped and getting the Storm off before he gets target fired and killed. Actually, we're not even bothering with this guy. They probably well, another Storm comes in as more come in here. There you go. High Templar dies, got his 1 Storm off, fulfilled his destiny. And look at this. Look at how few Hydras remain after that massive attack. Maybe some probes died. Maybe a couple High Templar died. Maybe some Dragoons died. But I don't know if that was worth it here. He is flooding more, though. It is Hydra Lurker across the board right now. Is there enough? Is there enough Hydra Lurker to pull this thing off? I'm going to say no. We're looking at a 4-base to 4-base scenario Larva needs to kill a base or expand. I think that's what this is. This is an expand army. It's an escorted expand army. Oh, drone, run, drone. Don't drone. Ah, that was so lazy by Larva. I guess he was busy down here popping these cannons like watermelon, water balloons. That's what I was trying to say. Actually kill the High Templar though. That'd be nice. There you go. Sniping him out. A couple of probes die. This fourth base is not going to die, but guess what? We've got more Hydras coming. And this base doesn't exist because you didn't babysit that drone at all. You did not have to have that drone die. Okay, sure, Corsair Ball. You are, man, you're adding to your number, are you? Yeah, you got 8 now. One of you is brand fancy pants new. Trying to harass a little bit. Ooh, making 1 lurker egg. 1 lurker egg to go through those power generators, which are all stacked up. I don't know how many are left, but it doesn't matter because splash damage is going to deal with the rest of them, or attempt to deal with the rest of them. Corsair Ball alive at 15 minutes is not great for Larva, man. But Hydras are back. How is there 1 cannon defending this bottom right base? I don't understand. Oh, right. The lurker is actually just going to harass this base instead of trying to bother take down those power generators. Right. Hydras have +2 attack, and this Nexus is dead. DPS output way too much for those guys. Finally taking this 5th base is Larva while killing Ruin's 4th. So this is what he needed to do. Stop all mining at the 3rd base, kill the 4th base, take a 5th base. This is Larva following a recipe, following a plan that he's had, and executing it extremely well. Does he have enough here? Enough macro? I mean, this lurker is very dead, but you might as well try it. Okay, just gonna die. Just gonna die. Lings, I don't know what you're trying to do down here, guys, but all right. Maybe assuming it was undefended again. Okay, so Ruin has a bunch of 2-1 Zealots, a bunch of Dragoons here, and High Templar, and it is Hydras and Lurkers, although Larva is now working on a Queen's Nest, getting in another Evolution Chamber here, too. Maybe to work on a second Evo Chamber indicates we're going into a Hive and going for 3-3, which, yeah, that's obviously what he's trying to do here. So. Excellent engagement here. Larva jumping on top of these Dragoons. See you later, alligator. Overlord gon' die. Overlord gon' die, man. Supply blocked. Corsair's getting some work done. Ruin's getting big, folks. And Larva's a little bit stuck here on Lurker Hydra. He's got a Hive coming in, but it's not there yet. And just because you have a Hive doesn't mean you have access to Defilers and stuff. Still takes a while to get to that point, too. So this is a window where I think Ruin should be able to win engagements, but my gosh, the bouncing back and forth here is really good by Larva. Like, he has been threatening the 3rd base and the 4th base kind of simultaneously here. He's gonna let this die again? He's gonna let this die again. Why? You have, okay, decides screw it. I'm tired of trying to defend this base. Let's move out. Ruin says, let's go. Let's straight up kill this 5th base, and maybe we can get into the 4th base or 3rd base too here. Ugh, accidental meeting in the middle of the map. Neither player was really ready for this, I don't think. But Zealots jumping on the Hydras, Dragoons following up on the backside. Probes, oh, Ruin, buddy. Buddy, no, that was super bad. Larva just peeling all the way back down this way. I don't know I don't know why. I don't know what's down here for you exactly, because you just sacked this 5th base of yours. And there's like, okay, I was going to say 2 Sunkens defending this, 3 Sunkens, and a bunch of Hydras. High ground, Hydra attack. Ruin's kind of falling apart right now, folks, but he is at 146 supply. If he can take down this base, maybe you can pull this off, or this one, but Larva just has so much stuff right now. He is splitting against the storms as well as he can while continuing to lurker deny this 3rd base. This is bad news. Ruin can't get up this ramp because there's Hydras and Lurkers and Sunkens at the top of it. What is just a horrifically bad combo to try to deal with, and I think Ruin's coming back home without really accomplishing anything but killing a base that Larva doesn't really need right now. Like, from a Zerg perspective, you're not panicked because you lost that base, right? Because why? Because this base is dead. That's why. There are still Lurkers and Hydras at the top of this. This high ground position is incredibly annoying to deal with. And they got the Nexus. Oh, Larva. Oh, no. Oh, boy. All right. Ruin does have a new third or fourth base, whatever this is, but he's down 55 to 29 workers. Like, at this stage, I don't know if this hive is necessary anymore. You just have such an economic advantage against your Protoss opponent that Hydroling Lurker's great, even if you don't have Adrenal or Defilers or 3/3 upgrades. I don't think it really matters here. I mean, come on. The storm dodging here by Larva is disgusting. Once all the storms are gone... Okay, I keep thinking, are the storms gone? Nope. No! Okay, now they are. Yes, for another 2 seconds they are. Are we back with more Lurker stuff? Yep. Back with more Lurker stuff. Did he drop it in here? This is nuts. Like, this map for High Ground Harass is insanely overpowered. But I guess, I mean, both players have the ability to do it. You could park some High Templar up here and storm the enemy base over on this side, too. Nice little 180 surround here from Larva, getting on top of the Dragoons. The storms are not stopping. They are continuous. They are brutal. They are putting in work. But the Hydras keep... Oh my gosh, I was going to say the Hydras keep coming, but the storms keep coming. He has to turn a bunch of High Templar into Archons, which guess what? A player that's making Hydras is totally fine with that. Adrenal's getting researched. That is the one hive thing that's being worked on right now. But that's it. It is 2-2. Or not even 2-2 for most of these units. So the Archons against, you know... Against Lurkers, yes. Against Zerglings, yes. Against Hydras, not really. Has Corsair Ball been beaten up that bad, too? Look at the remaining Mutalisk. The one remaining Muta here. He's dead. That's the sound of Lings popping, but also the Hydras popping these Archons, too. Like, that's sort of the whole point. Meanwhile, Hydra Lings, get up to Rune's attempt to retake a fourth base. That thing's getting shut down. These Lings have Adrenal and all of 0 attack upgrades, as is tradition these days in the current times. Yeah, this base has been retaken by Larva. Ruin is falling apart. He's gone. Oh my gosh, he's gonna... Oh, what? Oh, okay, the Hydra was there. Okay, I was like, if that was the Ling's last attack and he killed that thing, that's brutal. But no, it wasn't. There was a Hydra providing additional DPS here. That's it. Ruin has been taken apart and taken to town with Hydra Lurker here in 22 minutes. So like I always say, there's a bit of a timer on this, but that timer seems to be more when are Lurkers going to come out. I like that Ruin's up here trying to make something happen, killing this base. But again, Larva doesn't need it. He really doesn't need it. But the fact that he has it means we're done, man. Dude, I think Ruin tried to retake this base. Oh, I guess I didn't have the money for it. Doesn't matter. GG! Aw, is that the Corsairs dying? I think that might be the Corsairs dying. So, yeah. That was amazing. Like, what? What a fantastic showing there of Larva today. That was awesome. Way to go. Woof. So, Lurker Hydra with 2N plus 2 and plus 1 did not get any defilers, even a defiler mount here. The Lings did have Adrenal, but that's the only thing that the Hive got for a Larva today. So, yo, what a beatdown here today for Larva. So, Ruin makes some Reavers, especially against Hydra Lurker. And I think that would be good. All right. So, 189,000 points, 191,000 points here from Larva. 375 APM to 405. APM is not everything, outproducing the Protoss player by 5-2 ratio and a 4-2 ratio here with the kill death ratio for Ruin. 33 buildings were raised by Larva, and 1 building died from Ruin. Total spent here, 52,000 to 41,000, 11,600 resources in 23 minutes. That'll get the job done. And yeah, Larva, yo. All right, so that is going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you enjoyed what if you watched today. I am on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and Instagram and Twitter and X or whatever. Just check it out. Just search for Falcon Paladin on social media and you will find me. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
The path of ascension is before us. Our honor guides us.